needed.
I cannot wait to see Toronto Tokyo on this Undying position 3. It's gotta be the most entertaining position. You're gonna see a nightmare out. Obviously Toronto Tokyo wanting to fight here since he's an Undying, but he's actually starting to run away as he's getting focused by both Whitemon and 33 Crystallis. Right click to his first attack onto Mira, but Whitemon looks to be the first one target, and Panto will get it. Now Mira gonna get chased down in all likelihood. There's only 33 in the area now. Got a battle hunger. Forced out to the north. He's gonna get nightmare. This is gonna waste a lot of time as Crystallis thinking about coming back in. 33 looks to be dead to this duo support as Mira will. Oh, he actually evades the last attack.
You fought to
that flat cannon onto the high ground. Yeah, very lucky indeed.
Yeah, 2-for-0 trade for Aurora. I mean, this is also where, you know, doing your homework comes into play, because yesterday we saw this from Tundra at least once or twice as Panto does suicide to the tier 2, where all these axes, they don't go into the safe lane and trying to get like a little kill with their team with the level 1 battle hunger, get yourself some innate stacks. Toronto Tokyo.
Is he dead here? He's gonna hide behind the tree, gets a decay off. He's Tower doing quite a bit of damage on the Whitemon, who has to now retreat. Oh boy, taking a ton of damage. Mira and Pale will not hit here. Both members of Aurora extremely low to start this, but of course they got the first blood. Who did they actually go to? With the support, right?
Mr. Panto. I mean, you're already pretty happy. I mean, Dane is a very formidable laning support. I will say, like, down bottom, it's even, like, also when you play these strong range laning supports, when you have an Abaddon to back you up, which is the case for Aurora in their safe lane, they should be A-okay. Like, you just get to use them even more, and he got from the first one.
That is very nice to have as Whitemon getting chased now by Mira. Held down for another 9 seconds, but Whitemon, fine. Sliver of HP will hide onto the tier 1. Crystallis now left in essentially a 1v2 while the regen awaits Whitemon.
It's still kind of annoying, like when you drop this low HP and you have no salve, which Whitemon does not. Maybe that's more career.
Barrage, that's gonna do a ton of damage. Toronto Tokyo though has the tombstone as Mira looks like he's gonna drop the Crystal. Crystallis get chased down at the Shadow Wave at the right time for Whitemon, who is now level 2. They're gonna get a free tombstone out of this potentially. Let's Toronto Tokyo can get some nice deny action here. Gets double decay, but the money goes the way of Tundra.
That's quite a bit, like over a minute on your tombstone being down. I believe Toronto also missed a fair chunk of CS there in the lane while he was running over trying to help him out.
And the panel kind of talks about that for 33 on the axe. They're going to see Nightfall getting gone on. Get dropped pretty damn easily. The guy is kind of insane in situations like this.
Something you shouldn't underestimate, of course, like double melee lanes where there's a few heroes that kind of break them. Like even though you're double melee, you're very strong when you have these sus and you have these 2 big boys that just run at you and keep you down. But not really a lane you should be dying in as the Abaddon.
The Ice Shard's going to block in Panto, but the Aphotic Shield is waiting for him as Nightfall arrives back in the lane. Is this, panel talked about, is this a pipe game for 33? As again, I got to hold that thought. Panto taking the tag team, but Nightfall re-aggressive on top of Soxa. Yeah, under the tier 1, pops the Fairy Fire, he's fine.
Should be a pipe game. Yeah, why not? Like, you've got so much heal and like backup where people can just like stand their ground, right? You've got Dazzle heal, especially +5 when you take the Novel Boon Facet, where you can overheal people. You have like heal amplification from your innate. You also give people more armor. Makes a lot of sense.
Yep, 33. He's trying to aggress here, getting quite low though. Thinking about turning this around as the Ice Shards actually block him in. He's going to still fight this out against Panto. As that Aphotic Shield still activated though. 33 is going to take the brunt of the damage. Drops to the Bane, and now Soxa on the run.
Definitely nicely done for Aurora. Even looking to go for a little more, but it should be fine. Yeah, Panto will just use his mana for some more harass. Very close on clogging the shield explosion, which then of course wouldn't have dealt any damage. So.
33 at the very least doesn't really miss a whole lot of XP here.
That's true, and he just comes back with even more armor.
Yeah. I feel like he might be wanting to play Clockwork in the near future. Eat those chainmails, so Soxa will die. Will end up dropping here, so Nightfall, another kill for his name.
It's something else that I see with like this axe build is that people don't buy much regen. Like when you die once, it's like, whatever, I'm coming back full HP with more armor. He has 1 salve now to top him up later on, but he has a second chainmail coming out. So 1 for the blade mail, 1 for the face boots. This is the highest armor axe I've seen in my entire life at minute 5.
That is so absurd. Surely there's... I mean, we saw the Ring of Protections yesterday, of course, so it's not like this is anything new, but yeah, going all in on
it does scale pretty nicely with your Battle Hunger, and Saxa does make his way into the safe zone.
Being used on Toronto Tokyo because they feel very confident that they'll take out Mira. That's indeed to be the case. No kill for him. And the TP for Toronto Tokyo.
I mean, I'm a big fan of this move. Like, first of all, it's minute 5. It's around the time where your offlaner can be fine on their own. It turns into nighttime, and now when you TP safe lane like Saxa did, he gets a kill, forces Undying to TP out, and now you can naturally move both your supports into the mid lane for the first player out of action.
This is the lane we have not talked about, which is BZM versus Kiyotaka. As the majority of Tundra seemingly in this lane at the moment to try to gank Kiyotaka, but it's not to be. 6-minute power rune about to come. Looks like we'll be giving up one way or the other, depending on where it will spawn.
Who wins the 50-50?
And it will be in the top. So Illusion's not the greatest, but BZM should secure that for himself.
You can be pretty happy with Illusions, at least when you play against the Lishard, of course, with the insane Diabolic Edict. But I will say, Puck doesn't love this matchup too much. Sure, the Lesh, maybe he doesn't really kill you, but if you ever coil this guy, it's really hard to man up. He just uses Edict, Pulse Nova, and it's hard for you to stay. And to would screw around with the creep skipping.
Yeah, really annoying. As Mira tag team upon him, along with the Poison Touch. Enough for a kill for Tundra here. 33. Feels like this 4th Ring of Protection has been in his backpack for the majority of the game. Has this salve there, just in case.
If you're Aurora, you need to talk about the Wisdom Shrine already. There's a Gyrocopter. He's going to push in the lane. He can move over, and you've got 2 supports on Tundra also in the area. But
Kiyotaka's hunting. 33 will get the Battle Hunger off. Wants to get some creep action thanks to counter heroes for 33. More damage to Kiyotaka. Clean to get that solo kill. He's on top lane. Toronto Tokyo will drop his crystal. Nightfall's making an appearance here. Tombstone on the high ground. We'll be able to take that out eventually. Emon will claim it. Saxa will end up dropping here as the shrine goes to Mira, so at the very least for Aurora, they do not give that one up.
No, that was good counterplay. And right now you see some stuff that maybe looks weird, where Toronto Tokyo is mid, but Kiyotaka and Nightfall did have to TP into the top lane to protect their Wisdom Shrine, which of course is the correct move to go for.
Good socket here. Definitely behind BTM at the moment. Crystallis looks to be fine here.
Tower is under attack.
They want to lane. Let's see if Aurora keep these lanes. Like when you put the Undying into your safe lane and the Abaddon into the off lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't know if I'm the biggest fan, but at least for now, Nightfall is being very aggressive for the Crystallis. Borrowed time available if you want to skill it.
That makes an appearance though. Looks like they might want to try to hunt. He's going to right into Nightfall. That blocks him in. Looking for the high 5 is Nightfall. Reinforcements though in the form of Crystallis. Looks like the creeps mostly tank up that rocket barrage as Nightfall will likely have to skill it here. In the area. Crystallis gonna get outside that range of the tail and call down. More of a defensive measure. Meanwhile, Coil popped in the mid lane. Kiyotaka surrounded.
Edict.
33 is taking so much damage. The Grave comes out and the dunk. 33. Tower will not kill him. Even a smoke used just in case. A successful gank from Tundra. Nightmare in the top lane. Another TP. Another dazzle this time. Right on. The Shadow Wave.
They're coming from behind.
Indeed. Fall relatively low on HP here.
Bringing in reinforcements as Toronto Tokyo is here. 33 did salve up. Now it's a Lotus.
Back of the backpack and where it belongs. Snowball save for the time being. Are they going down? The creep wave not to take the brunt of this damage. One on the nice Shadow Wave, but it's not going to be enough to save his life. So 2 supports dead for Tundra. 33 on the high ground. Put that 4th ring protection in his inventory soon here. Gotta pop that Lotus first. Get the full value.
Walk it up. Base boost.
Oh yeah, he's actually fine.
33 hasn't been in an actual lane for like 2.5, maybe even 3 to 4 minutes.
It's been a while, yeah.
If we count his cutting. But he is applying a lot of pressure on the map. Nightfall will make his way back into the bottom. Very annoying. Again, like when you play into items Blade Mail is by far the worst one for you to play into for like, what, 15, 20 minutes? Eventually you get a BKB, sure, but until then, you have to be really careful.
True.
Also got the offlane zombie, and I'm not sure if they're able to push forward as of now. They should be looking at their 2 subs to unlock their ults, I think. They need to trigger the grip on Mr. Panto.
Crystallis going to be working on an aghanim scepter relatively soon. What kind of build do you want to see out of Toronto Tokyo after this Blade Mail? I absolutely love these core Undying builds.
Yeah, I mean, you have different options. You could go for the Blade Mail, and you can go into more right clicks if he wants to help out a little more when it comes to like scaling. You've always got like some echo into Harpoon. Honestly, you could also look at auras. Let's hold that. Shards.
And even BZM making an appearance. Borrow time already activated. They'll be happy with that exchange as the TP actually canceled. Nightfall 1800 into the eventual Radiance. Still a ways away. On quite well. Top net worth on his team, second overall in the game. Yutaka shadowed by a couple of
They're going for some split pressure. We saw this from them yesterday. They're very, very good at this, like using different types of heroes in multiple areas. Because Nightfall for now have to borrow time. The team is smoking to him, so they are reading his moves.
Radiant structures are
Tundra will back off in time. They did get a lot of pressure on the tier 1 already.
From Aurora, trying to backstab a bit here. I don't know if they'll make it in time. Soxa might be tanking it. Standing around for the time being. Looks like they'll dodge it completely.
Yeah, no need to tank it if you can just walk it off for free. Yeah, looks like he is going for the pipe at least for now on Toronto Tokyo. I don't really mind it. I feel like it's good. You need to like fight back and
Toronto Tokyo, very early question. Know that the team is coming. Carve out Rampart, stuck inside the yard. It's stuck with it. Save completely. Dodges the finger as it was. And not going to get done this time. The Grave comes out a little early. Panda looks like he'll walk away 33 away. Very slowly gets shot away from the last moment. Yutaka cannot finish the job. Now, Laura trying to reset, maybe trying to completely get the hell out of dodge here. Inside the shard, Walrus Punch comes out. Crystallis extremely low. We'll look to reset. The grip does come out. Soxa will get the snowball at the last moment. To the north, right to the arms of the Lex. A nice nightmare save from Panto. Tons of saves from both sides. Really well executed as the illusory orb into the coil. Actually canceling the TP. He still goes through the gate. Because it looks like the puck wants to pursue. ZM out of mana at this point, so I think the fight ends here. That was a really good fight for both sides.
Nightfall luckily does get to walk it off, but yet you see the power of Tundra's supports. Like you have Crystallis on the gyro who just keeps pumping out damage, and you had so many heals coming out for Whitemon. Good Grave, incredible snowball as well. Like he allowed 33 to stay out, dunked the guy out of the game, and then dodged the finger damage completely.
That was sick. They have the snowball save, they have the grave save, and then the other side you have nightmare save, and eventual grab ally, of course, which is extremely important.
Oh yeah, very nice.
To keep note of here.
Yeah, we'll keep track of that for later.
Hopefully he'll get that shard for free, because God knows he's not going to be buying it.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
We have a Blade Mail completed onto 33, who's having a very, very good game. Sorry, you know, of course they did the engine once or twice, and once it succeeded, but yeah, top of the network now.
On tower being pressured a bit as Soxa shows up to help out BZM, but looks like Aurora want to defend. They pop a fortification. Kiyotaka makes his presence known. 2 levels behind BZM now in that mid lane matchup.
Easy for him.
Yeah, Waning Rift wants to avoid the nightmare, does so.
They're just kind of toying with them for Tundra. Like they're only up 2k gold, but I can tell you if you want to be the lane, like if you're in the not getting like any big catches off as you want. You've lost your safe lane tier 1. Your mid lane tier 1 is like the next time you leave this lane, it's falling. The Tundra support is really hard for you to do. Like this Dazzle and Tusk, they're a big problem.
Just a matter of time for this tier 1. The thing about the Aurora lineup that I guess I don't understand, because typically when you're in off lane, that's kind of your initiator, right? Yeah. Like the 33, the eventual Blink Dagger will come at some point. Obviously this pipe will slow down quite a bit, but what's the timing for Undying?
You want more skirmishes and fights, right? Like you ideally want to have combine him at least Lesh and the supports and kind of look for a play, because you hitting buildings doesn't really go that fast. When it comes to farming creeps, it's also kind of the same.
Radiant's
and like you're saying, they're losing out on initiation, but they're gaining on early skirmishing and fighting. Even those are going the way of Tundra, at least for now.
That's definitely true. Saksa this time might be tanking the gank. Gets Yule's up. Look at this, actually. Matters not, though, as it's a freebie. Tombstone was placed for that, so...
Free tier 1 for Aurora, but in the meantime, we've got Tundra on the map, taking over bottom, taking over mid.
Is under attack.
Their eyes on Panto. Let's see them with the night vision.
Impale only one is BZM with the coil. He's gonna get Fiend's grip, but there the call and the dump. Toronto trying to focus down the dazzle. They're not protection. Not enough to take him out quite yet, as Toronto Tokyo eventually will claim the kill. Well, 1 for 2 to start this fight. 33, obviously the biggest death overall.
And Toronto, he's getting away. Like in these fights, he just gets to come in with his stress golem and like whack away at people, especially in the backline onto this Whitemon Dazzle. He's doing a lot. And the pipe is completed. And finally, you should have Kiyotaka like feeling a little better in this game. If you run in, you've got the pipe to back you up, he's got a shield rune, and he now also has a nightmare save, and you've got the Athletic shield. Like now I can start seeing that lineup like come together a little stronger.
Got it.
And it looks like Kiyotaka here will be running into Whitemon. Another area. That's the double impale. And that is a double kill for Kiyotaka.
Make an abomination.
Very nice. That puts him right back in the middle of the pack, kind of, because he was struggling before that. It's gonna be his next item on the Mr. Lesh. So yeah, Aurora definitely striking back in this game right now. Wouldn't be surprised if they later look for maybe even this nighttime. We've got Abaddon passive, we've got Undying, who's an incredible Roche hero, especially as a core.
Are scanning.
With 33 close to that pipe, so that will be a huge power spike for Tundra in the meantime.
Yeah, they will be waiting for the pipe. Even with the pipe, if it's a straight fight, sure, Tundra have a lot of sustain. Their damage isn't that high yet. They might need Crystallis to like have another 1 or 2 rounds of items, so if these teams clash, I wouldn't be surprised if Aurora either win the fight or Tundra look to, you know, dodge a little more than looking for the 5-on-5.
Nightfall doesn't seem to be too scared.
There's not that much catch, right? Especially when you break on this 33 and you know there's no
He doesn't have the bling,
yeah, then you're kind of chilling.
Very slow pace. It's Kiyotaka. Then the Saksa, the knock-up objection. Now goes Kiyotaka to start this fight. Toronto Tokyo pipe is of death as well, so BZM is the trade. Back to Toronto Tokyo claims another kill as the zombies will continue to chase Saksa, the double decay. If they're gonna find anything after the fact, though, should be alright. But still, they lose their mid laner right away from Aurora. They continue to fight, and they end up getting 2 cores on the back of it. Very nice fight in the end.
Yeah, I believe the Tundra need to respect Aurora. Like this zombie is no joke. Like Toronto Tokyo, he's got very good itemization as well.
Has the pipe, as we talked about, Crimson Guard will be next. I hope he goes Axe. I love seeing Undying Axe.
Undying Axe is very, very good. It used to be even better. I do think it did receive like 1 or 2 nerfs throughout the...
Did they?
Maybe like last year. I think it's either the strength steal. I think it used to be higher. I mean, it's still incredible. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This is some very good like 4th item on this hero. I think for now, what I like that he's doing is just to make sure he gets auras. All what they need to do is stay alive.
Okay, no follow-up here. BZM is fine. Kiyotaka missing the splitter. Here, finally, with the impale on the 2 heroes, but will be sacrificed. Called and dumps 33. 2 kills here from Tundra's side as Nightfall shadowed by the base. You know, Toronto Tokyo actually gets next to his tier 2. He's looking for the dump. Destroys Nightfall. No more ults to work with. Abaddon gets claimed. So 3-0. Tundra, knowing that the Flesh Golem was down, so Tokyo's already up.
They were just not quite ready. Like, if you're Aurora, you know that you need to fight around the Undying. Like, Toronto Tokyo is by far the strongest hero for them, if not the strongest hero on the entire map. That's a very costly ability on the skills. They're kind of like trying to block it up. They move into Slitter. Because here, they could have chilled a bit. Like, Toronto, of course, wasn't in this fight. And that really cost them. Like, that's no auras, no tombstone. It came in quite late. Like, at this point, the fight's already done.
Yeah. Onto Tokyo, man, I can't believe how fast he died here.
I will say Tusk will make Hero kind of look like paper. Back in the live game.
Speaking of Tusk, we'll be flaming the shard.
Yep. 3 better ice shards for Mr. Saxo.
Are there any players that prefer not to have the upgraded shards? Because it does change the size, which makes blocking, it's usually easier, but there's some instances where it actually is worse.
I mean, maybe at this point it would be also okay to just have the normal shards, but I think after mid-game or usually around this time, it can help you clear waves too, so yeah, I think it's fine.
Just remember Saxa playing the original Marcy. You would get the shard, which allowed you to rebound on opponents, but it's like a toggle. And he literally attacked the shard on the ground because he did not want it.
Was that shard already? Because now you have like...
It's different now, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, now it's better, but it's also not that different. I mean, I will tell you that if they could have chosen, you would absolutely give the shard to Whitemon. As the daedalus shard is super good.
Dire's middle
Get
tower
more healing amp, and especially with this... Uh-oh.
Yeah, Yutaka finds a target. It is Whitemon. He is dead. That's that blink dagger to help close the gap. It's 4K lead for Tundra. Looking for another BZM will be a hard target though. Mira pretty much has to be the one to start that out.
Dire's top tower.
That's have the blink on the line. So you cannot forget even if you do catch this puck, and that's the annoying part of their draft. There are deals with people to back them up. There's a snowball save, there's a brace, so just catching the puck, unless he's alone, it's not going to be enough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Toronto Tokyo almost done with the Crimson Guard. Nightfall, Manta just about finished as well. Another bit of a power spike for Aurora incoming. What is the Lesh working on right now? Is BKB on the horizon?
It's a Kaya for now, so quite aggressive. Wants to continue hiring up his, the damage output, more scale for himself. I mean, I'm still eyeing kind of the first Roche, and I would assume that it's more on Aurora's mind. Tundra more wants to be defensive and then try to stop it, but Aurora, Mr. Nightfall could be in trouble. I'm gonna slowly poke him, maybe.
Mira in the area though, is 33 continuing to chase. As the punch actually finds the support waiting in the outliers in Mira. He's full inside the shards. Impale does hit too, but very easily. Coil expended. Nightfall will pop the ult to get out. 33 continuing to pursue as a TP is coming and canceled. That's going to hold the efforts for Aurora to continue on. Snowball Tundra will find a second kill in the form of yet another support. Basically, tank amp. I'm not sure if he was even needed there, but...
And then Tombstone to back it off at the end. So 5K lead.
And the tier 1.
Aurora needs to go for a more clean thing on their own. I feel like Tundra are getting to outplay them. Like when it comes to, catching you off guard or forcing you into a position that you don't want to be in. They are now up 5K gold.
Dagger. Usually you'd say 24-minute blink dagger and axe pretty bad.
Yep, but not with his build.
Not with his build,
Radiant are scanning.
Up net worth, pretty bad timing.
We'll be going Octarine next. So this is where things get a bit scary for Aurora. Yeah, 1-15 fight with 33 getting a nice BC initiation off. And really snowball this for the Tundra side. Nightfall and company. They're smoked. Looking for BZM. Mira needs to be the one to start. No. BZM. Failures as always. It's 30 pressure BZM. Top illusion. Pipe is already activated for the Tundra side. Now, but there's a snowball save. say that a little early. Kiyotaka head chopped off by 33.
Honestly, it kind of looked like it could have been good for either side, but you have so much heals and saves being pumped out from Tundra that it doesn't even matter. Like, even though the Tombstone lived for so long, if Kiyotaka loses HP, he cannot fight. And he's so much of Aurora's damage, they really need him.
Open up the pit for Tundra. KB is on the way from the carrier.
Gyro, it's not easy for them to kill anymore. They've got a 6k lead at this point. He's got the gem, he's got the ages as well.
Looks like 33 wants to go Lotus next. Against the Fiend's Grip, Nightmare, etc. Anything
Honestly,
from
pretty
Lion.
good. Yeah, it just allows you to run in. Also, of course, gives you more armor for your battle hunger. You do kind of spam a lot of those when it comes to the fight.
He needs more armor because he did get rid of the Rings of Protection.
Yep, gotta back it up with a bigger armor
under
chunk now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Buy armor like
a stat.
Like a moon shard. It's the same idea, right?
It might just
the clockwork special.
It might just happen at some point.
Yeah, it's only a matter of
yeah.
Wait enough years and
the armor
we'll have all that. It was very successful for clockwork, which is true. 4 minutes on the Aegis. They're gonna get this tier 2 uncontested. How's their building damage is?
Radiant's top tower
it's pretty good. Like right now, it's okay, and obviously the more you scale on Gyro, he's pretty okay, of course, with the Ags. Also, it's more about also the backup that he does have. Like a lot of the time, high grounding is about you taking damage. If you have Dazzle, he's gonna keep you topped off. People cannot underestimate his plus 5 Dazzle. Like he's got Holy Lock Kit, and with this facet, you honestly dish out a lot of heals and a lot of bonus armor to your allies. Awful Boon is very underrated.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Kiyotaka would be an amazing kill for them. Drafting gets popped here. My goodness. Too easy for Tundra. Now it's tier 2 on top.
Middle tower is under attack.
Look for more. Look at the shards of the Rifle here. People can connect, but he'll blink out. I mean, it is Leshrac, one of his nightmares, literally. It's physical damage. That's why ranged heavy hitters are so good against it. Tusk, fully physical.
Here, he does get the shrine. That's likely to cost his life.
No, he will pay for it.
ZM will claim it. 8k lead now for Tundra.
He's got a full Linken's on BZM as well. So not only is he harder to catch, but later on, like if you're not the main target, if you have a good timing on the Linken's, you know, you can dodge a Hex, even maybe the Fiend's Grip, you know, you can block some good stuff. So sometimes utility with that as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That sucks. Yeah, love the walrus kick.
I mean, it's
one way to, when you go high ground, just kick somebody out. That's one way to push.
Middle tower has fallen.
Tusk overall is just an incredibly strong hero. You can do so much, you can itemize in a lot of ways, a lot of scale as well, with the kickback. It didn't get a GPM enchantment, so on it is quite a long time away.
And you're really on top of the GPM enchantment.
Dude, trust me, on some of these supports, they're so OP.
Yeah,
like
I can tell.
They are S double plus tier.
So, TP ends up going through for the act. He'll find Bane. Take a bit, it's Nightfall. By the Napo.
Won't do much this time around. He's like rewards and will be slept.
Gonna walk right through the coil. It's gonna be a bit of a long fight. In fact, he just TP's out. Fine. TP. Okay.
Well, 1 minute is left on his Aegis.
Yeah, they've gotten a couple tier 2s. In fact, yeah, 2 out of the 3. Still 1 remaining in the bot lane. Might be all they can get with the rest of this Aegis if they want to try for it. As top lane, another initiation. 33 finds Kiyotaka at half health already. Like he has been super squished the entire game. BZM finding the support. Mira to the high ground. Oops, Glimmer. Okay, the Linken's are popped. There's the initiation from 33. 33 just clips the Lech again. Super low. There's the feed. They're trying to save it. Charge. Lock in the Lech. Another easy kill on Kiyotaka. Panto follows suit. Tundra really rolling away with it now.
I mean, Tundra definitely have their number.
That was a very deep call into their own base. Call down to follow. Not a successful Culling Blade. Mira will miss. Destroying Battle Hunger. Will tick him out. And now Crystallis applying a lot of pressure to this tier 3 top.
He didn't even have a ward. Like, Mira gets jumped and immediately like pings out that there's a base ward. There isn't one, right? Yeah. He was just testing. He was vibe checking.
That's what confidence brings you.
Absolutely.
Especially when that light's not in your eyes. You can see properly. He is powered up. Barracks will fall. Another 20 seconds for Mira, but Lech is back. See how disappointed Tundra want to be with this one lane success.
An Octarine core on the zombie and then Orchid onto the Nightfall. I will say it's good that Miles and Zorola have combined it here.
Now they're going to try something that I'm out. Really taking off. You have to kill a tombstone pretty much right off the bat. It's 33. A lot of damage can be mitigated now, but 33 does drop. So
what a
2
fight.
Tundra members down, and some way, somehow, Aurora defend their mid lane.
Yeah, you've had a lot of damage just being pumped up both ways.
I wish I could see how much damage Toronto Tokyo tanked.
He did a lot, like through the Crimson and like the pipe, and then he keeps dishing out the decays and soul ripping himself. There were a lot of small things that happened in the fight. There was one sleep from Panto with the sleepwalk. He actually made Kiyotaka sleepwalk over the ice shards that had blocked him. Without this, he would have died. You had a great snowball save as well. But Aurora, you know, they're showing that if you do combine your heroes and you did hit some item tanks, of course you can fight back.
Yeah.
They do lower the net worth deficit by a little bit.
We're gonna take advantage of this to get Gold Tormy, which Panto will receive, so Brain Sap AoE.
More tank ability, why not?
When you have the Nightmare Facet, why can't I think of the mechanic? That you can choose the direction.
Yeah, the one he has, Sleepwalk.
Yeah, vector targeted. Yeah. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Doesn't it technically take longer to cast then? Like, let's say you're trying to take Lincoln's off and then put Nightmare on pot. I mean, that facet technically is taking a slight amount longer. Bad,
yeah. Honestly, for a player with normal pants and reactions, it's kind of the same.
Player that is alive. In fact, casted the same amount of time. Yeah, he's dead. Well, actually extends to the high ground, so Kiyotaka will live. Gets split up onto 2.
Radiant's bottom
Under lead down to 5k after that.
Yeah. Aurora have done, honestly, a pretty good job when it comes to stabilizing.
Oh, he's almost there. Toronto took it. Yeah, well, see it.
I think the strength seal used to be 10, and now it's 8. It's still great, but it doesn't matter. It's a lower cooldown on your decay, and I can really get to spam it. And he already has the Octarine core done too.
Yeah, back in the, I mean, that used to be part of the axe, actually, the cooldown reduction. 4 talents, or even a thing.
That long ago, maybe, because this CD talent has been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Another combo that I like a lot is, you know, the game is slowing down a little bit. As the moment I talk about it, Whitemon gave it away. Every team should have a combo top and drop, at least until like the latest. He had it until like a minute ago. Okay. Movement speed, very good in the Dota 2 video game.
Now they have triple Gale Guard.
Yeah. Are scanning.
It is about tankiness and outlasting each other. Yeah.
3 dead for Tundra. Now the rest have to get the hell out.
It's happening. Tankiness from the heroes is coming through.
Start out on the Undying, and he's just unkillable, it feels like.
Yeah, they start off on Toronto Tokyo, and Gyurocopter, he just uses, you know, this type of space to run in with his Bloodstone, with the Yules, gets in all the way into the back line. We'll see it here, because BZM, he did show the Crimson Guard.
The Crimson's only.
It's dropping too much from the attacks, and I didn't really think about it, but Undying might be better than any other hero at just kind of doing it. Like, he gets so much health, especially now with all the decays and his ult. It makes him scale even higher in the fight.
Dox is still working on an aghanim scepter, halfway there.
It might be the turning point for them, to be honest. Like, right now it is really, really difficult for them to fight, especially if
Toronto Tokyo away. You can ignore him now officially, because he's just too juicy of a target right now.
If you kick one in without him being able to help, maybe you can just blast him out of the game. But we'll have to see. Of course, this is a free Roche. Mr. Takoyaki on the left, he will take the Aegis.
Is that an anime reference?
It's a board reference from like 2 years ago.
Okay. I like old memes.
Everyone who watches Twitch will know that he's called Takoyaki.
I see.
Good.
Apparently you don't watch Twitch.
That's correct. There's smoke from Aurora. Let's see what they can do with this Aegis. Definitely have turned this game around. Looks like it is in their favor at the moment. Slight momentum, huge momentum.
They're definitely stronger. Like, it's on them. They have a good ward, so they do spot 33 here.
Yes, and they get the Yules.
He should go down.
This is going to be an easy cleanup. Mira gets the stack on the finger. That's his third of the game. Nice done. Tokyo with the gem.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tundra at this point, it's just very likely they're talking about their next round of items, because you are, a lot of the times it's like this minute 30 plus minus timing, run into a bit of damage. And when you run into damage issues, you need your next round of items. Like, you know, have your puck get closer to whatever he's building. Same for the gyro, maybe start thinking about some nullifiers if you do need them. Which means Aurora, the map is all theirs. It's on them to push back and take over the map a bit with the D-ward.
Nightfall's had this Bloodthorn for a little bit, has the Basher now as well. As you can see, the instant bash onto Saksa, who gets silenced after the fact. Literally nothing he can do there.
Yep, just a quick and easy kill for him. There it is. On these Tundra, they know that, yeah, they need these next items. They need the Walrus Kick, need the Nullifier. And if you're Aurora, you know this. Like, they can feel this, which means they're going to play incredibly aggressive on this map. Looks like that Nightfall doesn't have a level in his queue, which means he can break the Linkers from BZM and then maybe get the Bloodborne on him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Still hard to do.
Dire's middle tower.
Then again, with these fights having so many things going on, feels like you lose track of all that.
Yeah.
Who's going to care about a measly little mist coil?
Nobody, unless it's your Lincolns.
Yeah. This looks to be going for the stick. That's the next item, replace the Falcon Blade.
We might, this game could go to rapier territory later. Absolutely.
And that would be the logical next item. You eat the Ags for Divine.
Yeah. And with the trajectory of this game, it is most likely getting there, whereas 33. In a lot of the earlier fights in this game were quite nice for him with all the saves, but now without a BKB, it is getting hard to play.
Radiant are scanning.
Tier 2. Or Aurora. 1 tier 2 remaining for Tundra. And what exactly is the goal for Aurora with this Aegis?
It's honestly just to grow your lead and take over the map more. Like, so also that by the time that the Aegis is over, you kind of control, and you can keep going wherever you want with your lead.
Another gem purchase for the other side, so both sides with the gem at the moment.
Their high ground is not the best, which means what they need is map control and to try and pick someone off. Yeah, good smoke. That's being pushed in and bottom pretty nicely from Aurora.
I claim this prize for the House of
With an arcane rune, not too shabby.
Dire are scanning.
Sliss and Company did spot that initially. Smoke will likely not successful. I say that Mira with a very fast blink. Crystallis has the BKB. He's gonna get a pistol here. They don't care. In the base of Tundra, there's a buyback available for the gyro. They're going to clean up Whitemon easily. No buyback for the support, though. Still 40 seconds on the agent.
Even if you do buyback on your gyro, you don't have BKB on Crystallis.
Yeah. They're going to put down the Roach Band. This is going to be a lot of damage to these buildings.
Yeah, and you've got a battle. And hero push, but moving back.
Tokyo solo pushing as well. Pathetically, he's going to get some help out of Nightfall. Yeah, during the... It's actually unbelievable. But yeah, I can't be burst anyway. Let me get some hydration in here.
So this is a double rack. Of course, they can't complete all three because there is a tier 2 available in the top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Looks to be, at the very least, melee in the bottom. So there'll be a clean 2 sets of racks, actually. Be careful. That curveball being quite useful this game, but yeah, Aurora does get 2 sets of barracks.
Middle tower
Fully retreat, so the buyback does not come out from Crystallis. Yep. A lot of damage to that tier 4, but certainly worth it for Aurora.
And it doesn't matter too much. Let's see for now. So Tundra's next point of striking back, or the moment both teams are going to be looking at now, is potentially the next Roche. Then also, you know, just kind of looking, how are we looking on 33's BKB? Because he needs it. He did get to complete it, as his team was paying with their lives for that. And yeah, look at Crystallis' inventory. Got a locked rapier.
It is happening, but did not go for the Swift Blink, realizing that this is just needed.
And they are fully all in for this play. I don't blame them one bit. Saxa, change his mind. There's no time to get an aghanim scepter. He's going for the Vlads.
He worked on that for so long.
He wanted this one, but you know, we gotta
it's not
make
going to be
decisions.
that useful here if you don't have enough money for it. So.
You have to all in your gyro, and I mean, it's going to be all or nothing.
Nightfall's going to show in the mid lane here.
You've got the Grave, you've got the Vlads to back him up, lots of heals. And he's got his satanic of his own, so they are very, very strong.
For Tundra is, who is your target? Nightfall is not a good one. Toronto Tokyo is not a good one. Kiyotaka has a shield rune right now, but usually he's been melting.
To be fair, if you could either get Kiyotaka or Toronto out before they pop spells, but the problem is, it's a hard ask. You don't have a blink on your gyro, which means he needs somebody to flak off in the fight. That sounds wrong. They need a good angle. They need to go around in the fight. Or kind of like position yourselves in the Roche pit before Aurora are ready.
33 is going to show himself bot lane as the rest of his team shadows in the back. And Aurora will end up taking out the Tormy. Kiyotaka with the shard, okay.
Kind of annoying in longer fights as well for Tundra to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, we have this tombstone placed, you're slowing heroes, Splitter's going to have an impact.
Yep. Let's see, looks like the game is slowing down a little bit for the next rotation. At least 33 got one of the better off-lane neutral items. Blood right, getting himself some more AoE on the call.
Yeah, that's good. Just needs to hit 25 now.
Soon.
Not sure that's going to happen this game. If there's a fight.
If they win one fight where 2 heroes die, he might just get like 24, 25. It's not that unlikely.
Yeah, that's about 2 minutes, I'd say.
That's a long respawn.
Yeah. Fight is likely to happen. Overwhelming blink.
Which means also for Tundra side, you need buybacks on everybody possible. And it should also favor Aurora, because it's going to be a nighttime Roche, which means they have the buyback into TP advantage.
Up for Tundra, hunting again. They are heading in the correct direction. It feels like like Aurora on the same page as well. BKB finally online for Kyotok. He feels like he's been needing that for a very long time.
They're going for a long smoke, but Mira already drew this exact path on the map, so of course they do kind of know what's going on. As they can play the timer. You have 2 sets of racks in the mid and bottom lane. Nobody's showing on either side.
And they scan as well.
Yeah.
They know they're sitting up here.
Tundra know what's happening, but how do you invade this this spot? I don't think you can.
Today, actually.
He's been dunking some nukes. I think he's pretty happy.
Toronto took it. Wanted the rune. We'll pop the flesh golem a little bit early and see if Tundra try to reset, try to wait out this flesh golem.
That is quite a big deal.
This is a disaster for Aurora. 2 cores dead, no buyback. Destroyed as well. Another no buyback situation on 3 heroes. They see Roche is not up. This is probably better for them.
Just walk down mid.
That is unbelievable. How is that possible to happen after all of that?
Okay, I'm gonna blame. They're gonna blame the pause for sure that they lost focus. I don't know what the hell
Radiant's
happened.
middle barracks are under attack.
Well, they get the tower. Now they're just going to go straight for the tier 4. That should be game. They're going to play it a little bit safe, not knowing exactly. I guess Toronto Tokyo is pushing out the waves. So there's 2 siege here. So it matters not. They're going to get the tier 4. Now the ancient's fully exposed. Fortification coming out, and Mira
is under attack.
be accompanied by Toronto Tokyo. Gets the impale onto 2. He gets silence on top of that. Punch into the air. GG's called. That's it. Tundra, game 1.